Joe for Fight Hub TV with a man who's promoted Canelo Alvarez, Anthony Joshua, and to the surprise of many, some will have forgotten that you've actually promoted Chris Eubank Jr. so long ago.
Jake Paul.
How are you? How's things?
Mate, yeah, so listen, it's a great week. I'm sure we get ready for some fireworks up here in a minute. I just can't wait for the fight. I've got to say as well, before we do the undercard press conference, this is a hell of a card. Great card from top to bottom. Can't wait. I just want Conor Benn to get it right on Saturday night, perform like I know he can, and if he does, I believe he'll be victorious.
What's different this time around with Conor?
Composure, maturity, activity, just being around that kind of environment last time. You know, at this point for the last fight, we were having to have conversations with him to sort of just, you know, he was nervous. He'd never experienced that before. There'd been a lot of emotion through the couple of years that obviously he'd had dealing with everything. He'd never boxed in kind of that environment before. He was stepping up to a weight class he'd never boxed in before. So, you know, I see just the maturity about him physically and an emotional maturity that just leads me to believe he'll be much better this time.
Where did it all go wrong with you and Chris Eubank Jr.? I know there was...
I have absolutely no idea. Him and his dad, you know, I listen to what his dad says and it actually baffles.
Which thing specifically?
All of it. I mean, you know, this man is trying to hurt my son. I mean, it's absolutely so bizarre. I mean, I heard him say today that, you know, I was in the ambulance with Junior, and let me tell you, it was touch and go. But please, like, you can't talk shit like that, you know? I mean, the safety of a fighter is paramount. But let's not make up complete lies. And I will call him out on it, and whether people like it or not, you'll hear him tonight. He's going to be at the presser.
Senior.
So you'll hear the waffle that he comes out with, and I'll probably have to put him right a couple of times, and we'll probably have a little bit of a row. But guess what? You'll love it, and it's all part of the pantomime.
But you're glad he's here. I think we needed this fight.
Listen, it was great that he turned up last time. Now we get him a little bit earlier.
The AJ Paul news seemed to come to a surprise for many. How close are we to making that fight, Eddie?
Not that close. I mean, there are conversations. There's a lot of hurdles to overcome. But if he's serious about the fight, and if it can get made, there's a very good chance we'll do it.
Is it on Netflix, and what did DAZN have to say of the fact that it made?
One of the hurdles to overcome. But we were going to have an 8-round run out in December. Just so happens it might be against Jake Paul.
Have you spoke to Nikisa? I know you're not friends with him. What are the conversations you've had?
That's who we're talking about, you know. And if they're serious and if it's real, there's a good chance. But listen, we could wake up tomorrow and he's announced another opponent and he just used AJ's name for clout. Listen, I have to respect him if he takes the fight, but who knows?
What do you think Dana White will make of this fight?
I mean, he did Mayweather against McGregor. He doesn't like Jake Paul. I really couldn't care less what he thinks about the fight. AJ's going to make close to or around a career high payday, and we'll take every single cent of it.
I've been wanting to ask you as well, since the Virgil Ortiz Boots Ennis in-ring agreement, we'll call it, Virgil said that he preferred to fight Errol Spence. How disappointed were you to see that?
Look, Errol Spence was a great fighter, and I get it. You want to fight a guy that's been out of the ring for 2 years. You want to fight a guy that's kind of like been through his torn retina in the car crash, and, you know, rather than fight the guy that's red hot, everybody basically agrees these are the top 254 pounder in the world. If you believe you're the best 154 pounder in the world, let's find out. So hopefully everyone's true to their word and we can make it happen.
A couple more. I haven't got your, if you don't mind, quickly. First of all, AJ in February, if he does fight Jake Paul, are we looking to see him in Africa in February?
Yeah, we've already got our plans secured with Turki Al Sheikh for next year. That's the serious.
What is that?
That's the fight in February and then fight Tyson Fury.
Okay, and then finally from me, Tio versus Shakur. What do you make of that fight, and will you be involved in January?
If it's on DAZN, we'll be involved, and I think it's a great fight. Hope to see it. Turki Al Sheikh, I know, and the team are working towards trying to finalise that. Fingers crossed.
Could you just run us through the styles? Very last question. Run us through the styles of that fight, Tio and Shakur.
Two very talented fighters. You know, I think Shakur's a pound-for-pound great. Teofimo's been, you know, a multi-weight world champion, former undisputed champion. Great fight, two great fighters.
Appreciate it.